EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Escapes the defender. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert going to go to the air right away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Still going. Touchdown, LA! J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Atkins. And this one's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw on 3rd down. Atkins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Let's take it at around the 40. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the 50, here's Herbert. That one caught. It's Meredith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Ray.
Herbert now. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Chargers! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Chiefs, nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Atkins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Atkins. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st and 10, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. He's got it to the 43 here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Chiefs 7.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Herbert off of play action. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
5-9.
Dobbins once more, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. Dobbins will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. That ball caught. It's Rice fighting his way through contact. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now a handoff running through the middle. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Chiefs at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Chiefs 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 28, Chiefs 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Atkins. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Herbert throwing again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, it hasn't been a banner 1st half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Off play action. Atkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Atkins.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Now he'll dump. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And maybe that would cause by the... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Completes this one to Meredith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Herbert on 1st down now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To the air again, Herbert. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Herbert's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Finds Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Chiefs 21.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Atkins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Atkins. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 3rd down, Atkins. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Atkins eluding. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
They motion the running back out left. It's complete, and he'll find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Chiefs 29.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Atkins. His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Let's go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Atkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Atkins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. Escapes the sack. Just keeping the play. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Oh, boy, kind of hold your breath here because Justin Herbert, he appears to be in some discomfort after that last play. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and forever. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Gets it to Meredith, complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Atkins. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
To throw on 2nd down. Atkins. That ball caught by Campbell. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got another one to Johnston. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Dobbins.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Herbert now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the option right, Herbert. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for L.A., they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs,